of Mulesoft online learning. In this video we will be discussing about how we can invoke a SOAP based web service and how to basically create a sample project to depict the same. So for that I will open the AnyPoint Studio and will right click and go for new Mule project. I will put the name of the project like SOAP web service. We'll select the Mule runtime as 422EE, that is the latest one. It will take the default studio workspace location and we'll click on finish. So it will take couple of seconds to set it up, and as usual we will start with HTTP listener. We'll put up a logger. Along with that we need to have a palette which can be used to invoke a which can be used to invoke SOAP based web services. So there is a web service consumer. So consume, this particular activity is being used to consume an operation from a specific web service which is available to us. So let me drag and drop it over here. So there is a particular way how to configure it. We will come to it later. So let's first configure this HTTP listener. So we will go for connector configuration, click on add. uh, I will go with 8082 and will hit test connection. It is okay. So let's configure the path of it. uh, what should we pay on? um, let's play multiply. So let me tell you we will be looking for some sample sample SOAP web services. Okay, so here is this one is very famous one and it can be used as a sample. So if we click on over here, it will come up with question mark WSDL, which is the web service description language, and we will copy paste this one and go back to our uh, SOAP WS project. In the consume activity there is a connector configuration. We will click and add for a new configuration. There is a WSDL location, just copy paste the same. So after that it automatically picks up the calculator, and even if you go for the port, it should show calculator SOAP and SOAP 12. So these are two different versions based on the SOAP version which can we use, SOAP 11 or 12. So we will go with the default, that is SOAP 11. So let's pick up the calculator SOAP port and automatically the address will be populated. We will click on OK. Here you can see fetching some of the details, and we have to select the operation. So I will select multiply. Basically, as we know, multiply is basically the product of two numbers, so we should be thinking in that direction, it should expect two different numbers as an input to this operation. So we will configure it accordingly. Just few things. um, let's save this guy, and this shows what is the input expectation of this particular operation. This is expecting XML sort of body with int a and int b as two numbers. Okay, so let's put a transformer in front of this consume operation. So here you can see in this way, we should be able to see what is the expected input to this particular operation. So we need to somehow feed in these two numbers, int a and int b. So there could be different ways to do that. So one of the way could be let me open Postman and show you one of the sample URL. So this is the multiply and num1 and num2 as the query parameters to it. So we can use the similar format. So what we are going to do, um, we are going to map int a and int b with the query params. So let's drag and drop. once again on int b as well. So query params dot num1 and dot num2. So this is like what we are saying, we will be sending two numbers as num1 and num2, and this will be acting as an input to this particular web service. So as usual, I will put some dummy message over here. Multiply operation invoked, and let's put a similar logger at the end saying multiply operation invoked successfully. Okay, and we will see like how the outcome will come up, or we can do one more thing. Let's remove these guys and put the payload, that is the output of consume operation. We will try to log it here. So we are pretty much okay to start this application. Okay, let's start it. We'll right click and go for the run project. We'll keep an eye on this console window, and it is launching the SOAP WS project. Within seconds it should be up and running. So in the meanwhile, let's go over here and check what should be the expected output. So num1 is 5, num2 is 6, so 5 multiplied by 6, the outcome should be something related to 30. So this is being deployed now. So let's try to hit the send button and quickly come over here, and let's observe what it is showing. So here, if you can see this multiply result 30, so this is what we were expecting as well. So this is this shows the complete execution of one of the SOAP web services. Here you can see in the output as well, because we are logging the payload as the part of this listener. In the response, you can see we are logging the payload. So now we will try to pick the specific element. So let's try to do something over here. Let's change the output of consume payload in JSON format. I will put it as payload and put a dot and wait for it, and it is body. Let's keep it till here, and instead of payload, what I will do, I will again multiply responses, and I will payload. Let's try to see first this thing, like how it comes back as the output. Okay, so it is started up and running. Let's hit it once again. So here you can see the output is coming up now as a JSON format, multiply response. Inside that there is a multiply result. Okay, so we will do something over here. Let's remove all these things and put payload dot multiply response and multiply result value. So I will remove this guy and put multiply result. I will again remove this namespace, save the project, go for the console. It is updating the project again, started the app. Now let's try to hit it once again. So the output is coming as 30, but let's see how it log in logger component. So the output is now being logged as 30. So similarly, if you want to change the output of the transformer message, you can put the similar logic but we are printing over here into the transform message as well. So it comes up with a lot of different exploration item for you guys to explore. This particular video was aimed to let you know how to consume an externally exposed SOAP web service and how to invoke the same using a sample AnyPoint Studio based project. So guys, I hope you like this video. Um, Thanks a lot for watching and stay tuned for the next set of videos coming up in line. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.